I was asking you about this palette that we both have, and I opened it to
I
get ready,
influenced
and
you to buy it.
you influenced me to buy half the stuff I own. I also bought the other half for your wedding, which I'm now trying to use in life because I paid too much money for it. But this I open and it's in my bag, like yours is in your bag, and it has these like oils that come out in the middle.
It's leaking.
It's like slightly leaking oil. It's not inconvenient. It doesn't like mess anything up, and I usually like
It's
wipe
just
it with a tissue.
suspicious.
It's and I bought it from the. I think I
We
either
got
got
it
it from
from
the.
the store. Like, we got it
Yeah,
from Sephora.
I ordered it on the Makeup Forever website.
I definitely got it on like Nika or something during a sale.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
because
I got it
makeup.
on Sephora during a sale.
Maybe I also got it on Sephora because you sent me the link. So I think yeah, we both got it on Sephora. So I was asking you if yours does the water leaking. Not water, I
No,
think it's oil.
it's definitely oil. It's leaking oil. Mine doesn't. Mine works perfectly fine actually.
It doesn't come out the outside at all, which is fine. Like it's all inside the compact, and I can wipe it, and it's fine. I think because I thought because of the heat and because I keep it in my bag,
I
the
put mine
oil
in a
was like
sauna basically.
separating. You also carry yours in a bag.
Yeah,
I'm going to next time I see you, I'm going to rifle through your thing and compare our palettes.
yeah.
That's
You're
what I
like
always do.
you're like a younger sibling I do have. You
I just
come in and
don't.
you're like, what's in there? You know what's in there, but you wanna see what's in.
What's in them never changes. Hasn't changed
Never
for the last
changes.
7 years.
It's the
I
appeal
don't
of
even
like, ooh.
I don't even carry my own stuff when I'm with you. Like the other day, you came, I got in your car. I was like, I don't have any of my, like, I don't even have my Vaseline, which I need to function
Yeah.
as a human being. So I'm like rummaging through your
Vaseline should
bag.
sponsor you as like a human being. You need it to survive. You need
I
it
have,
more than you need water.
no, I have so much Vaseline. I keep one in every bag in case I forget. And I keep one in the room I'm in. And then I also have a separate one for my dogs because I use it for their like paws and their elbows. The paws, elbows,
I
noses,
should put
we
it
do
on my
Vaseline.
elbows
You
actually.
should do it on your elbow and do it on the joints of your like knuckles. Trust me, especially in like if
Never
they
felt
dry
this
out.
insecure about. Now I feel like I have ugly knuckles.
No, it's because we wash our hands so much and we use so much sanitizer that this gets dry. And then sometimes if you like do this, you'll feel like like it hurts here, like when your skin stretches, and you realize how dehydrated your hands are.
It's like how
I'm a
I'm
big
just like sometimes I get itchy in the winter and then I realize I should moisturize.
yes. I love to do like a little moisturizer, same one for my face. I just put a little on my hands and then do a little Vaseline on my knuckles. It feels so nice.
Are we beauty
Yes,
influencers now?
I would not recommend anyone to be influencer whatever this is. I'm just surviving on a day-to-day basis. This is so TMI. The whole last week I did not drink enough water and I was suffering. I have suffered like never before.
I'm keeping all of
My
this in.
body my body has staged a rebellion.
Yes.
Like
I wrote a joke about this. Wait, where did it go?
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No, you're not. Where did it go?
Hopefully the ether took it.
Joke. Drip UTI when you sit on the toilet. I
I'm
don't even
going
know what
to
that means
stop
and
talking
why I
to you.
wrote this.
No, because I called you when I was in pain and I was like, this sucks. And you went hee and you jotted it down. Horrible, horrible person. I
Sorry.
can't. I can't. Why do you do this to my
Somebody's
pain?
pain is somebody's comedy.
Speaking of, I texted you at I think 1 in the morning because
Yeah, your
I
usual
was doing
working
some writing.
hours.
My usual, they really have become because on the day my so okay I have one of my dogs is not well and he's going through like a whole treatment for his spine and it's a lot. Like my day is just full of vet appointments and people constantly. So now usually at like 10:30 and everyone goes to bed, I sit up and I try to write. And I was like working on something and I put a whole animation video of what happens in the series A Court of Thorn and Roses, which I haven't read. It was like literally somebody made these very cute little stationary animations that went through all the it was I will send it to you, it was very cute.
I need to see this.
But I have not read this series. I don't intend to read this series because I started reading the first book, and I remember you were like, "Where this is so good, you have to read this," and I picked it up, and it was not my cup of tea at all.
What I do like about the book is that it has exposed so many new people to fantasy, and now we're finally putting money in fantasy books after a big dry spell, I would say.
I refuse to credit this series for that. I think there is other people doing the Lord's work. But okay, I was watching this animation video. I was like, why not? Okay, 30 minutes, something's playing in the background, it's fine. And you've like raved about this. So I was like, okay,
I've been wanting to talk to you about this for so long because you can't talk about this book unless the other person knows something about this book.
yes. No, 7 minutes in is when I started texting you, where I was like, what is, why is, but then, and by that time, 7 minutes in, she was on the second book of the series. So I was like, this is
So
a
useless. It's all set up.
book be set up. How can an
It is.
entire book be set up?
It is. Everything that happens in the first book is immediately kind of negated in the first book is
Yes.
character development. The
To
first book is
what
exposition to the one character.
what degree? Okay, so first of all, my first question is how do you say her name? Is her name Fair, Fera, Fairy, Fere? Apparently, there's a whole discourse about what her name is.
Her name is Feyre for sure. How do you say the other guy's name? Resan?
I said Resand.
Resan.
In my head I said because the lady in the video said Resand. So
Yeah.
my head now it's Resand. But
I
then I
think it's
also read that
Resan.
some people call him Rysand.
Yeah.
And okay, Tamlin. Why is his name? I never invested in him as a love
I
interest because his name is Tamlin.
No, I just knew he's not the one because he had such a not hot name. Tamlin is not a hot name.
Like the stationery company.
Yes. Oh, what about the little guy? The second in command of Tamlin?
Lucian.
I loved that dude.
With the little fox mask? Some mask. I want to reiterate, I have not read this book. I have seen one animated video on YouTube, and that's where I get all my information from. So this
I
is this
have
is what
read
I
this
do.
book. I've read the whole series, but I don't exactly. So my
You
favorite
have the
couple is
memory
her
of a gnat.
sister and Cassian. Cassian?
Nesta? Is
Nesta
her
and
sister's name?
Cassian.
No.
That's the couple I'm invested in. That's the story you should read. You love
But
Nesta.
is it okay, okay. In the first book, isn't Nesta kinda like evil? Not evil, but not a good person.
Duh.
Okay.
There's layers, okay?
Because the way they set it up was very Cinderella-esque, where
Yeah, it's
Sarah
not.
is like,
It's not like it's not. There's a redeeming arc. There's more to her. It's how like the first book of like a rom com books always
yeah,
has like a shitty first couple and the next one it just builds up to better couples that have more complex storylines. It's like that.
listen, I'll tell you my issue with this book series. Okay. I just think the way that it's written is for a very specific audience who cares a lot about the drama of it all, like the twists and turns. Like I think it's in the first book, second book. Again, I'm going off of like a YouTube video. I don't know. Um, but where Farah is now soulmates with Rhysand,
Yeah,
and they're in that guy's palace to steal the cauldron of magic
it's
something,
like
and then
it's for people like me who read Wattpad growing up,
yes,
and now we're slightly more literate, so we want more plot points. But I think it's not bad. I think it's good enough.
the first book I did sort of go through. I did not love the way the internal monologue just exists. It's
I think
I
she did.
believe you, and
I find, okay, I'll tell you why I like the book. I feel like there's a lot of focus on like the main lead in terms of actually developing her as a person, and that's true with her sisters as well. She does not know how to read. She's
yeah.
illiterate.
She's illiterate. There's a whole thing where she's part of those games that she has to survive and she has to like push a lever or the ceiling will fall on her and they're labeled and she doesn't know because she can't read.
You know what? I'm tired of women being like so good at stuff. That's how she just signs a contract and she's like, well, if I knew how to read.
No, and also she signs a contract where this guy basically tells her that you have to come live with me for 1 week every month.
Which is,
And
I
she's
don't know
like,
what divorced parent nonsense this is.
she's
But
like, okay. And at this point,
what's 1 week? Like, is that to do his laundry? There's so many
might I
connotations.
say, at the time she signs this contract, she's fully in love with this other guy who's like,
Fully in love. But that doesn't mean anything. I think she's just too young to know what it is.
bhai, what do you want?
You know how when you're young, you think you love somebody because you want to love somebody. You're not really
But
in
I had
love
to
with a
crack in
person.
this.
You're just in love with like the idea of liking somebody.
Don't find layers in this test.
There's layers in this book. She grows up. Okay, everyone has a crush. Then they meet somebody else, and they actually get along with them. And then they're like,
You
"Holy
know,
fuck! I think I like this other guy."
I will argue that we have read similar kind of plot points. Do you remember growing up, we used to read like PC Cast, LJ Smith? They've always sort of dabbled in this side of
Sorry, I'm drinking chia
fantasy,
seeds
I
and
would
water,
say.
and it tastes garbage.
I am drinking coffee with sugar in it and I love my life. You're such, I'm telling you, come to this side. I can't help but draw comparisons with like the YA romantasy, for lack of a better genre word, books that we used to read, which were like LJ Smith, PC Cast, like the whole. Do you remember Vampire Academy? Okay, first, okay, explain some things to me. There are four core:
Yes.
summer, winter, night, and
Okay, it is like the 13-year-old YA books we used to read.
yes,
You
yes.
are right.
Like we go to a ball and like distract someone by flirting with him, so you can steal a magical. Like there's no
Yeah.
diplomacy. And this is a random part where I think Resan just announces after she's gone back with the Cameron Tamlin guy. Oh, she's the lady of the night court now because I don't know what they are, but they are
Lady
something.
of the Night Court means, but it
What
sounds
does it mean?
offensive.
Does it mean that she is like now part of some council? Does it mean she is the like just a very basic question? What is, I'll take Farah because she's the main character. What is her um desire? What is her aspired outcome from this journey? Like when going in, she goes with him. It gets abducted. I don't know what the correct word is, but he basically is like, "Die or come with me," and she's like, "Okay," and she goes with him in the first book.
To me, it was kind of like that Cinderella's rags to riches type of a story mixed with the Hunger Games. I just have
Yeah,
to survive through this. I actually don't really know. It feels like once she fell in love with Risan, they became similar. Like his sort of goals in life and his problems become her problems. And then she just gets pregnant, and then they don't know if she's gonna survive through that. It becomes very heteronormative.
but I'll tell you, like in the Cinderella, for example, story arc, right? From the beginning, we know that Cinderella wants to go to the ball. Okay, the whole central part of the story is
Yeah.
that she doesn't have very nice things, and there is a ball where everyone's invited to go, including like peasants and nobility, and she's like, oh, I could feasibly go, and now she wants to go. Okay, she doesn't have aspirations to like get married. In the Hunger Games, obviously, Katniss's goal is to survive the Hunger Games, right? Or at least make sure that people she loves don't die in it. But she wants people she cares for to not die.
And it's like a whole commentary on society. Hunger Games has a lot
But
of
I'm saying
this.
from a main character perspective, they both want tangible things that throughout the story they keep making choices to go towards. Like Cinderella sneaking out of the house, her like going and like taking the fairy godmother's help to go to the ball. Like all of that is part of the story arc is because she wants to go. If she never wanted to go, if that was never a thing that she wanted, or if Katniss didn't care about what happened to her or to her friends, they would just not do any of the things that they did. My problem is I don't understand why Farah does anything she does.
I think Farah's goal in life is that she's like learning how to cook, she's learning how to read.
Good at fighting.
Yeah, she's supposed to. She's supposed to
She
be very good at fighting.
she's
She's supposed
apparently a hunter.
She is.
Like, don't get me
She has a
started.
lot of physical prowess. And she's just
You,
a dud in the head, is what it
you know
is.
who you know who I like in that book? I like Elaine. The gardening sister. She accepts the fact that she's inconsequential, like no side character I've met before. I love that her sister goes out to hunt for the whole family. She lives in like ruins, but this child has decided the best use of her time is to garden. Does she have a herb garden or a kitchen garden? No. She's a flower garden. Love her. That's the amount of whimsy I want to have in
So
life.
unrealistic where like one sister is, I'm gonna kill a bear today so we have something to eat. And the other one is like, oh my flowers.
So realistic. I hate to tell you this. If you look at me and my sister, it astounds me sometimes. Couple things. I love a book that has well written siblings. I'm not saying this book has well written
I
siblings.
think it has good dynamics.
Yes.
That's why I don't think it's a badly written book.
So I was very shocked to find out that Farah and her sisters are like real sisters, like they're not stepsisters.
No,
They
they're real
have
sisters.
both of the same parents.
Yes.
Could not at gunpoint have told you this from the book I read. I genuinely thought she was like the illegitimate child of the father or something. No, fully real sister.
She's just a dummy, so she has to do all this physical labor.
Why are you doing this, child?
Because again, she's like, she has the Ken mentality.
Really does. Like this guy comes, and also okay, the plot points. The plot points really get me. This guy, random guy, who looks like a bear or a wolf or a tiger. I don't know. I got lost in all the descriptions. He shows up at her house. Is basically like you killed my brother or my soldier something. He's something. The person she killed is somebody to him. It's illegal to kill fairies apparently. So he's like, die or come back home with me, and not for nefarious reasons. Like he doesn't want to torture her, hurt. He just brings her to a mansion. It's like you live here now. There's no punishment scale.
This is like it's some freaky deaky alternate reality of real estate.
So if you kill a fairy, which is illegal, you get a house upgrade
Yeah, that's what.
and a hot fairy falling in love with you. Like, do you know how many single women would be out on the streets just pushing at fairies? No, and okay. The other thing is like
Let's not forget she's the youngest sister. Her sisters know how to read. Like
it's
Nesta
just
is
her.
fully literate.
No,
It's
this is a
just her.
choice.
That's what I'm getting at.
An active choice
In
she's
the
made
books,
to
it
avoid this.
says that like her mom didn't pay attention to their education. So I'm just imagining a child that just was like, I'm not gonna go to school now, and they just never went, and no one bothered.
My favorite thing in the second book is that Tamlin hires like tutors to teach her how to read. Like that is part of his imprisonment. Is school.
Telling you, I think the whole first book and in general the whole series to me feels like a fever dream Farah came up with.
Yeah. So like if you think about like the change in her life is she went from not being cared about, like, was like ignored youngest sibling, whatever. Father doesn't give a shit clearly because some guy comes and he's like, I'm taking you with me. The father has not objected to any of.
Now that's quite realistic.
Do they lose their only bread
No, the
earner?
family
Yes.
does. Yeah,
No, I
he
think they just
offers
lose
to
their
like
memories, right?
he make basically in exchange they like get food and stuff.
So this is not prison. He bought her. Hold
He's
on.
like, if I'm kidnapping the man of the house, well, my family will starve without me
Why would he
or
care? He's
money or
only
something.
taking her because she killed someone that he knows. This is
Feel
supposed to
like
be
we're missing a
consequential.
plot point. I don't know why. I think maybe there was some prophecy or something related to her.
Okay, if anyone knows, just comment section because we don't know. We're not going to look it up. My second thing, okay, so the way she meets Rizan in the first book, do they have like a telepathic connection to each
They
other?
do. This is WhatsApp werewolf mate bond thing where
Oh,
they like can
WhatsApp, not
talk.
WhatsApp. There is no werewolf. Won't WhatsApp. But
Sorry, I got distracted by an OTP. It's the WhatsApp werewolf soulmate.
I'm getting good morning forward. What are you getting?
I'm getting
Oh God.
WhatsApp soulmate. You got near their foreign buses.
I've been dating all.
WhatsApp dating should be a thing.
This is what happens when we talk to each other after 15 days. It comes out weird.
Oh,
Okay, so Wattpad Omega Verse mate bond.
you know how in the books, why is it called mates? Good point. In the book, it's either mate or say like he's like the alpha thing, which means like he is basically like the president of the pack or something. He calls her Luna, and every time they say that, I think about the Luna scooter. She's a Luna, and in my mind it's just wing.
No, I tell you the worst part of my stupid brain. The first, I didn't read a lot of Wattpad stories of like ABO ones. The first one I read, so I thought the female character's name was Luna. Then I read another one, and I was like,
Why is everybody named Luna? This is suspicious.
I read one book where I think I distinctly remember her name was like Al Alea or Althea or something, and this guy goes like, "This is Alea, she is my Luna," and I was like,
I'm thinking about the Tony.
"No," I was like, "Is he referencing the other book?" I like, do all these people know each other? Like, it took me a solid like 6 months to come to the conclusion that this was a title. Because Luna sounds like such a pretty name.
It's a very ugly looking bike. I'm sorry. It's a scooter. It's not even a bike.
It's the
It has those
little.
little like
It's a slender man of scooters. Like, bikes can be hot. Like, there's a whole genre of fiction where you think about bikes and they come attached to like, it's an attractive thing. And then there is scooters.
what bike
Scoot.
smut are you reading? Is this like the whole door book where she's in love with a door and then he becomes a human at the end of it?
Have you seen the one where she's in love with a spoon?
Yeah,
Not a spoon, a
it's crazy.
spork.
It's
Okay, sorry, sorry.
crazy.
No, but I mean, like, like there is bikers, like whatever, you can even compartmentalize that. Then there is scooters. You can't compartmentalize a scooter.
I think the minute they say like, "Oh my God, this is a like long fated," what and everything is fated. Okay,
Everything is prophesied, fated,
fated,
destined, mated. So
mate,
all. So,
mate. And it's so cringe. You know, sometimes you read a book and you do the worst thing you possibly can. Is you try to imagine what they're doing. I never know when they say the stupidest thing. They're like, and he growled, and I'm like, what? What did he
no,
growl? Why is
this is
he?
why
How did he growl?
I hate books that are written in the first person. Like when it says I, me, my. Because if that character is an idiot, I'm immediately like, well, I would never. Like, this is not a
Yeah.
I behavior.
No, this I'm talking about third person books being like he growled, and I'm like roar, like
No, he roared. And it's like, I just imagine a grown man going, wow. Why are so many women purring? Why did she
I
purr?
don't know.
How did,
I'm
I
like,
mean,
I take offense as a mother to many cats.
you do. When you're very like sleepy, content, just out of the shower in a warm bed, you go, hmm. You also hiss at people when you don't like them.
But
I'm
that's
saying none of
after
this is
I got cats. That's how I
none of
talk.
this is normal behavior, is what I would like to underline. If someone did that to me that I did not know, I would be
In
like,
these books,
asylum.
they don't hiss at each other. Okay, that's my thing.
Yeah,
That's
they're not
my
going.
and the billions of the cats thing. I go,
See, I'm a snake mom because I just went
yeah, you're the there's always like an evil manipulative snake in children's fable.
back to Acotar.
In the next book, she becomes honest to God pregnant.
With whose child?
Recent. She doesn't
Bitch, I
sleep with
don't know.
Tamlin.
How would I know? Okay, wait. Does she not have a thing with Cassian at all?
In Nesta's book, there was supposed to be like a threesome with her, Cassian, and Azriel, but they cut it out and made it like a dream. But that was supposed to be a actual threesome. But then I think the
Worse.
author got backlash or something, so she didn't put it.
Worse.
She instead, I love Azriel.
Can I also say, having being an avid consumer of forums like AO3, I will say, Straight people smart ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing.
Yeah, because it's being sold at airport. What are those?
Yeah, but I mean, there is no
They're not
creativity. There is
super
no
dry. What is that called? What is that brand called?
relay.
Relay. It's being sold at Relay. We
Yeah, but
saw
that's
so much smut at the. We were at the Hyderabad
we
airport,
did. We
and we went
did.
to like it
The
wasn't Relay.
relay.
It was some. It was the Relay. Okay, fine. We saw
Yeah.
all these books, and I was like, but worse than this. So
And
like the dark romance and all those.
children roaming around there. And these things have like, okay, I don't mean to be prudish, but they have explicit cover.
I don't mean to be prudish, but there's people and they're showing their skin, and on one they almost kissed.
Okay, so as far as I understand, Acotar is I think 5 or 6 books. In the first book, Sarah is like a 18, 19-year-old girl who lives with her 2 sisters and her father, who's broke. And she goes out into the woods and hunts every day to bring back food for her family. And one day she accidentally kills this like wolf who she brings back home and turns out to be a fae.
Yeah.
And a creature comes and tells her that since she killed a fairy, she has to like come back with him to his wherever. He takes her to the summer court.
He takes her to the summer court. No, spring court.
Spring court, sorry, yeah. So he
Summer
takes her back to
court
the
is
spring.
another person.
Okay, I pay so much attention.
Okay,
So
night court is Resand. Summer
correct.
court, spring court is Tamlin.
Hmm.
Then there's like the human land, which is where she's from. And then there is like winter court, dawn court, day court, autumn court. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. It doesn't really make sense. Some of it is seasons and some like there's no afternoon court.
Yeah, I was going to
like
be like, there's a night court and a day court. Is there a dusk court and a dawn court?
there's no dusk court, but there is a dawn court. The
And there is
afternoon
art.
court is so boring, no one talks to them.
The afternoon court is the human parliament.
And like there's a lot of things around solstice. Okay, anyway, so the first book is Feyre gets kidnapped, has a bunch of adventure things in this new fairy kingdom where she meets Tamlin and he wants to marry her and they fall in love and all these things, but he's never
Doesn't he?
around.
Okay, doesn't he send her back at some point, like to her family, and then none of them remember her except for Nesta?
Humans are not really allowed to cross over. Okay, but then at the end, we kind of find out that this was all a trap. They always knew who Feyre was, that she's prophesized. Yeah,
Doesn't she die at the end, and then all the like high lords come together and resuscitate her using their powers, making
yeah,
her like a high fairy?
yes. But that's like Lucian and Tamlin both know that that's her. That's why he always treats her nicely. It's kind of like, how Bella was like always meant to be a vampire, according to Alice. You know about Amarantha.
So in the second book, I know there's the Trials of Amarantha, where she is she okay. Questions: Is Amarantha in love with Tam? Okay, she wants to kill him.
Wait, no, she is in love with Tamlin, but I don't think he loves her.
No, no, she loves him, but she also captures him. Like she
Yes,
imprisons him.
yes. In my understanding, Amarantha, Feyre finds out that there is something troubling Tamlin, like something that like is taking him away from her, like because he's missing so much. There is some sort of a curse that she's trying to figure out. We find out that it's Amarantha, and she's been rolling over this fairylands, like all of them. Like she's trapped them in her curse, and they're all trying to break out of the curse. And Feyre, I think, is supposed to be their answer to it. That if Tamlin can make somebody actually fall in love with him, genuine love, if she falls in love with somebody, it will like save the land.
Is this not kind of reminding you of the Once Upon a Time TV show with the Wicked Queen and Emma Swan? Come on, you
Yeah.
know I'm right. Oh my
Wait, I'll
God,
tell you the prophecy. Hold on.
why is Amarantha not a main character?
She is.
She's there for like she dies in the second book.
Amarantha forced a deal upon Tamlin, stating that the mortal girl who despised the Fae would have to fall in love with him to break her curse.
But Feyre doesn't despise the Fae.
She does because they kidnap her.
You understand my question. Like she never goes. Okay, if Feyre had killed the Fae guy in the beginning purposely because she was like ew Fae and like killed him in like a racist undertone and then like changed her mind and like whatever after living with Tamlin, okay, understandable. Feyre has zero opinions about the Fae going in. Feyre has zero opinions about anything going in. She's the most go with the flow were a character, it's Feyre. She's going with any flow anywhere. But and okay, she falls in love with Tamlin, but Tamlin is not her mate.
No, but you can fall in love with people who are not. I think it's in this world very rare to have mates.
No, but then how would it, like, does it not affect the prophecy at all when she falls in love with Ryzan and out of love with Tamlin?
So in the first book, there's this surreal these
The weird,
characters
creepy prophecy speaking, yeah.
which tells her stay with the High Lord human. If you stay with the High Lord, you live to see everything righted. Which she thinks means Tamlin, but it
It
actually
means
means
Ryzan.
Rhysand.
Yeah.
And also so Feyre doesn't fall in love with Tamlin, right? She falls in love with Rhysand. So
Hmm.
she doesn't break Amarantha's curse. But apparently, if she
Huh.
had broken Tamlin's curse, it would have only meant that Tamlin's spring court is free from her root.
Oh.